The date is January 13th, 2026, and by the looks of things, a lot has changed in here at the club. In December of last year, the COMRC voted to build a brand new HO scale layout. After the holiday open houses were completed, the original HO scale modular layout was taken apart and shrunk down in order to begin bench work for the new HO scale layout. By the time this video comes out, the original HO scale layout will be gone, as a private buyer has come and purchased most of the modules of the original layout. The remaining modules, who were built by club members, finally went home to their owners. There will be a final run video coming out soon about the original HO scale layout, but for today's video, this will be about Theme Week. For this Theme Week, it was MOW Week. MOW stands for Maintenance of Way, and can represent anything that has to do with working on the railroad. Beginning over in the O-gauge layout, we see a work train, led by Ohio Central 2161 in its Genesee and Wyoming corporate colors. This MOW train consists of 2 crew cars, a bulldozer on a low flat car, a classic spotlight car to light up the work site, and a crane with a supporting tool car on the rear. On the lower level, an ore train was running around, powered by a classic Lionel Pacific type. Later on, a Southern Pacific AC-6 cab forward class came out and was hauling a large freight train around the layout. After our fun with the O-scale layout, let's head back over to the HO-scale layout. Walking in, people were hard at work drilling and cutting wood for the new bench work on the new HO-scale layout. With all this work being done, there was also people cleaning up the dust and sawdust that had accumulated on the railheads of the current HO-scale layout. Once all the work of cleaning the HO-scale layout was done, people who weren't working on the new layout began to run their trains. First, we see a New York Central F unit leading a freight train. Next, we see a Union Pacific-led freight train with an EMD engine leading a pair of GE locomotives. Next, we see a 060 switcher locomotive pulling a load of colorful ducks down the line. After the ducky train, we next see a chassis system-led freight. Our next model we got to see is quite a unique one. Here we have JNR 49681, a 9600 class 280 consolidation. Over in Japan, while they do have HO, they have their own scale similar to how the United Kingdom has 00 gauge. In Japan, they refer to this scale as J scale, as the locomotive's real-life counterpart ran on 3-foot 6-inch gauge tracks, known as Cape gauge. While Japan has standard gauge lines, it is only used for their Shinkansen bullet trains. The last train we saw here today was a Southern Pacific work train with some Union Pacific equipment thrown in. Uh-oh, it looks like a small derailment occurred over by the REA building. This gondola has somehow jumped the tracks while it was being pushed into the siding here. Luckily, help was on the way. While we're here, let's learn about how this crane works. This crane model is a Bachmann product. Using this special key, one can insert the key inside one of the two windows on this model. Inside the windows, there are two spools with strings attached to them. The one spool closest to the arm of the crane controls the hook's height, and the other spool further back controls the arm's height. We'll now watch the crane as it works to re-rail the gondola. With the gondola car now back on the rails, this brought us to the end of this day. 2 days later, on the 15th, we find more work has been done on the new HO scale layout. With the lights off and using a laser, one of the architects of the new table measures the levelness of the new portion of the table that was installed on the 13th. Needless to say, this passed with flying colors. As work continued on the new HO scale layout, we then switched back to the old layout, where we first see a coal train with some Norfolk Southern power on both ends. Next, we see the Blue Goose leading a short freight. After the Goose, we next see 4014 leading a Union Pacific excursion train. After the excursion train, we next see a BNSF locomotive with some cars rolling down the line. Near the tunnel, we get to see the JNR 9600 class locomotive one more time with some coal cars in tow. To finish off our MOW video, we'll now turn back the clock. The date is now December 30th, 2025, the last day of operations of the original HO scale layout. During this last day of operations, a Norfolk Southern camp train was running around the old layout, with a new scale train's SD9 at the head and the new Rapido camp cars trailing. And now, we are at the end of yet another Theme Week video. If you enjoyed this video, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to hit the bell down below so you won't miss another video. Also, if you have anything to say, leave a comment down below in the comment section. Now, until we meet again, happy model railroading!